So the concept here and the topic where we want to pass to our beloved dear accountants and anybody in this world. The topic which is hot today is how to make money online. How to make money online. How to make money online and how to make money works for you. So I have three concepts here: the money market, the skills, and progress. I have the money market, skills, and progress. So the money market, when we talk of the money market, those of you who have not been in my class of financial management, when we talk of a money market, this is a secondary market in Nairobi Security Exchange, or it is a secondary market where your shares will be traded for the first time, but they will not be traded in the primary market, but in a secondary market. So what happened to these companies, like the insurance companies? So the insurance companies, they take your money and they black in the money market. So they will trade your money in the money market. So that money in the money market, it will start accumulating one or bit by bit. That accumulation process is what we call the compounding technique. So if you are my listener there sitting down and you have an idol of 100,000 shillings, 100,000 shillings, that 100,000 can work for you without your stress. That 100,000 can work for you. I've done a research bit and I got the latest money market rate for this insurance company is 14%. This is annually. You divide by 12%. You divide by 12 so that you get by monthly. So if you have 100,000, 14% per annum, you can make 14,000 per annum with your just 100,000 shilling. This one, you didn't show yourself up to work for that money. You just put that money in a money market. That money market will start work for you. So there is no marketing here. There is no calls for following up the client. No, you just put your 100 shilling there and then it start accumulating. So in year one, you'll be able to accumulate 14,000. So assuming that we don't remove back these money we make from the money market, we black in back to the that money market. So in year two, we will be starting at 114,000. In year two, we'll be starting at 114,000. 114,000 again at 14%, we'll be able to make 15,960 at the end of year two. So at the end of year three, at the beginning of year three, we have now the total accumulated value of 145,920 from 100,000. Now we are on 145,000. Still, we take at 1 year at 14%. At 14%, we'll be able to get a profit of what? 20,428 at year two, at year three. So at the beginning of year four, now we have 166,348 at 14%. We will be able to make a profit of 23,000 at 23,288. We add back to that. So at the beginning of year five, we'll be having 189,337. Also, we get back to that money market at 14%. So we'll be able to get 26,549. So if you add back that, how much will be having at the end of year five? So it will be 189,637 plus 26, 549. So at the end of year five, we'll be having a 216,186. 216,186. So at the end of year five, you'll be having 216 at 186. So you can see the profit margin here. The profit margin here is 216,186 minus 100,000. So at the end of year five, you have a profit of what? 186 shilling. 186 shilling. This money, you have never, you didn't show up, you didn't do marketing, anything else. So if you are at 25 years age of now, and you want to save for your kids for school fees, you want to save for your retirement, this 100,000 shilling can make you $1 million money at the age of your retirement. If you are in a if this one is for 5 years, now you are the age of 25 years, or you are at that age, 30 years old. You are at 30 years old. For you to reach a retirement, you still have another 30 years. Remember, we retire at most 60 years. At most 60 years. So if this one is for 5 years, if at 5 years we can be able to make 116, what about the remaining 30 years? What about the remaining 30 years? What about the remaining 30 years will be how much? What about the remaining 30 years will be how much? Which I can take 30 years times 116, 186, we divide by 5. So in 30 years, you will be able to have a 600,000, almost a 700,000. In assumption, we'll be having a 700,000. 700,000 from just 100,000 shilling. What about if you double this amount? What about if you double this amount? How much will you be accumulating at the retirement age? At the retirement age. So consider these money markets to make you money when you are asleep. So make money when you are asleep at a money market, at the money market. If you are good in if your cash flow statement is good enough, if your cash flow statement is good enough, you can put 500,000 at 500,000 at 14% per annum. So at the end of 1 year, you should be having 70,000. So times 5 years. So in 5 years, you should be having at 350, assuming that 500,000 at 14% for 30 years. For 30 years, we are targeting the retirement age. So that one will be at 2 million, 2.2 million. 2.2 million if you are good in that. So that was the first way of making money online. It is through the money market. You just register with them, put your money, you start making money on a daily basis. Number 2 is the skills. This one now, you capitalize on the skills. Remember, at our age, we still have the energy. If you are below 30 years or below 40 years, your energy is still at high level. And then what do? You need to leverage on your skills. If you are doing marketing, if you are under the sales and marketing, and you are working in the company for 8 hours, 8 hours a day. It's not necessary that if you are working for that company for sales and marketing, you are not be able to make your own money. No, create a group WhatsApp, and then create your own company. Call it KK Agency. Even though there is a company called KK, but not KK Security. Call it KK Marketing and Agency. Start creating a group WhatsApp. Start developing that. You advertise the people product at a small fee. And the client will only pay you once you have got a client. Or you can approach the companies that we can create a promotional pool. Let's create this promotional pool which run for this period, so that whatever we are getting the sales from this period, I will be able to take the commission. So you are not there physically, but you are using your phone, sharing the messages through WhatsApp, Facebook, social media, YouTube, and you are getting clients. This client directs them direct to the company, which they have that product. So in this case, you are there. You are not in that company, but you are making money using their product. Another one is under the skills. If you are an accountant, which this is our field. Accounting is our field by nature. Accounting is our field by nature. We have been created to do this. So You are an accountant. If you are an accountant, remember you have a lot of skill. You have the skill on how to file VAT. You have the skill on how to file payee. You have the skill on how to file the income tax. So for VAT in a month, if you can get 10 clients in a month, charge this 10 client per client, charge 3,000 per client. So in a month, you should have a 30,000 K if you achieve to get 10 clients for VAT only in a month. So this one, you can just do at your own convenient place by filing the return. If you get for payee, you get even for payee times 3,000. This is 12,000 for payee plus this one. So you'll be able to make at least 50,000. If you are an accountant, you should be able to make a 50,000 from the side hustle. From the side hustle, you should be able to make at least 50,000 from the side hustle using your relevant skills. So don't go around this street of Nairobi looking for jobs, and yet you can't make your own money. And then so it's only that when you understand what is an asset and liability. So for the concept of making money online, it is that you only need to understand what is an asset and liability. Remember, we don't define an asset and liability as how we accountants define it. No. So if you read the book of Rich Dad Poor Dad, the Robert Kiyosaki has explained very well about asset and liability in terms of money making process, in terms of money making. Another one is a brokerage. A brokerage is that you can sell a product which is not yours. You can sell a product online which is not yours. In most cases, we have the companies which they have the product, especially the product, the health product. So you promote their product, you have your own website, says their product, but if you get client, go to that company, take the goods or the product in a wholesale price and come and disperse to your client. So make sure that you be a progger. So this is some of the few things which you can capitalize and make money online. So that is view for today, and make sure that you click that button of subscription and also click that bell, so that whenever we upload another video, you should be able to watch, and we'll taking you back. Remember, we are all aiming at this M. We call it millionaire. So we are all aiming at this M. So make sure that you subscribe so that whenever we post another video, you are there.